A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. Happy Tuesday, everyone. In today's edition of Rent Free, we dive into the pressing issue of rent control and its implications for housing policy across the United States. With lawsuits challenging New York's rent caps on vacant units and the Los Angeles City Council's recent decision to lower allowable rent increases on 650,000 rent-stabilized units, the conversation around affordable housing is heating up. Our lead story is inspired by a thought-provoking essay from Ryan Puzicki, which discusses the government's historical impact on low-cost housing, particularly the decline of single-room occupancy, SRO, hotels, also known as rooming houses or boarding homes. Once a staple of affordable housing in urban centers, SROs provided a crucial safety net for individuals at the bottom of the economic ladder, allowing them to rent a room for a modest fee while sharing communal facilities. However, the landscape has drastically changed. From the late 19th century to the mid-20th century, SROs made up about 10% of New York City's housing stock. Today, they are a rare sight, often relegated to the realm of nostalgia or depicted in classic television shows like The Twilight Zone. Puzicki's essay, which references Paul Groth's book, Living Downtown, outlines the complex web of regulations and zoning laws that have contributed to the decline of SROs. Early building codes and health regulations effectively banned the most basic forms of SROs, while exclusionary zoning and urban renewal initiatives further dismantled this vital housing option. The result? A surge in homelessness during the late 1970s and 1980s, which continues to echo today as we face a crisis with nearly 800,000 unhoused individuals in 2024. The libertarian perspective on this issue suggests that the destruction of the SRO market directly correlates with the rise in homelessness. This viewpoint is not without merit, as evidenced by historical examples where regulatory actions led to the eviction of vulnerable populations. For instance, in 2017, a landlord in San Francisco was compelled to dismantle an SRO that housed veterans, highlighting the ongoing struggle between regulatory measures and the need for affordable housing solutions. While some advocate for the revival of SROs and similar low-cost housing options, the political and practical realities present significant hurdles. Many attempts to re-legalize SROs come with stringent regulations that hinder their potential to serve the poorest renters. For example, Minneapolis' recent re-legalization of SROs mandates that they be operated by nonprofit or government entities, limiting the role of the private sector in providing affordable housing. Washington state has seen more robust deregulation, yet even there, requirements like parking minimums for developments far from transit still pose challenges. In cities like Seattle, newly deregulated microapartments may rent for around $850 to $900 per month, a price still out of reach for many low-income individuals. Moreover, the economic landscape complicates the revival of SROs. In high-rent areas, developers often find it more lucrative to build traditional condos or apartments rather than SROs, which are perceived as less profitable. This trend is evident in zoning reforms aimed at increasing missing-middle housing, where the economics of development favor larger single-family homes over triplexes or other affordable options. Even proposals to convert vacant office buildings into SROs often require public subsidies to make them feasible. While there is merit in advocating for SROs as a solution, the broader issue of homelessness requires a more comprehensive approach. Cities like San Francisco have invested heavily in converting existing structures into SRO-like permanent supportive housing, yet their homeless population continues to grow, highlighting the inadequacy of such measures alone. In contrast, Houston has seen greater success in reducing homelessness by focusing on subsidized apartments and hotel-like housing, largely due to its commitment to building more housing overall. The key takeaway is that the solution to homelessness lies not solely in the revival of SROs, but in a concerted effort to deregulate housing construction. By increasing the supply of new housing, the prices of existing homes can decrease, making them more accessible to those in need. The story of SROs serves as a cautionary tale about the detrimental effects of overregulation on housing affordability. As we reflect on the past, it is essential to recognize that the future of housing should not be limited to the models of yesteryear. The goal should be to create a housing market that offers better options for low-income renters, moving beyond the outdated concept of SROs. While re-legalizing co-living spaces may be beneficial, it is crucial to lift restrictions on all forms of housing to foster innovation and production. In conclusion, the path to affordable housing lies in a broader deregulation of the housing market. By embracing a more flexible and innovative approach, we can open up a variety of options for renters and homebuyers alike, ultimately addressing the pressing issue of homelessness in our cities. Let's advocate for policies that prioritize the construction of diverse housing types, ensuring that everyone has access to safe and affordable living spaces. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.